Welcome back to another video on Stgw Gunny Sack. Today, I took out 22 of my favorite firearms and I was just going to make a short, and I didn't want to just waste ammo by rapid firing into nothing. So I put a paper target out at 10 yards, 30 feet to make it sound like it's further away. And I wanted to see how good I could get groups at that distance, and the results were interesting. The Swedish AG42B and 6.5x55 Swedish. This one grouped well, not surprisingly to me. I just kind of wanted to put this one first so that it shows that I can actually shoot. Some of these groups, you're going to start to question whether I can or not. And for each one, it's going to be just 7 shots. The Valmet M76 and 223. Great firearm. Low recoil, not surprising, it did pretty well. This next one is the Italian sight Spectre in 9mm. It did not do great. I think a stock would have really helped on this one. This one is the Swiss P49 in 9mm. I think if I had had another chance to do this one, I could have done better. It's kind of embarrassing as it is. This next one was a Swiss PE57 and 7.5x55 Swiss. The group was pretty good. I think it trailed off to the right, but better than I imagined for such a powerful cartridge. The FNC. This is another one that I feel like if I had more practice, I could tighten it up. The Valmet M62S. This one was surprising to me. I have quite a bit of practice with this, but like all of these, I don't have a lot of practice rapid firing, so the group was not as good as I thought it might be. This one is the HK P7 M13. It never ceases to amaze me how well this one performs. This is the British Sterling Mark 6 and 9mm. I feel like if I had had a second try with this one, I definitely could have gotten a better group, but it did okay. The SIG 550 and 5.56x45. This one did pretty well. I'm certain that if I had a second try, I could have gotten a lot tighter. The AR-50A1. This one was pretty amazing. The scope is a fixed 20 power, so I couldn't really use it. I just basically pointed it at the target, which, considering how long the barrel is, it wasn't that far away from the target, and I got this pretty amazing shot. I'm starting to think I might start a competition where it's only people shoulder firing 50 BMGs. The Galil ARM in 5.56x45. This one was just okay. I'm not sure exactly why. The Russian Tiger in 7.62x54R. This one surprised me with a 4-power optic at this distance, and with as much recoil as it has, it actually did pretty well. I mean, I can only fire it so fast because of how much recoil there is, but not too shabby. Luxembourg Contract FN49 in 30-06. This one did super well, kind of like the Ljungman. These older battle rifles with their nice triggers and good sights, I guess, do pretty well with this. UK 59. This one didn't have a front sight, so Not surprisingly, it was pretty bad. I thought maybe I could pull it off, but I certainly did not. The HK SR9 in 7.62x51. This one was pretty decent for a full power cartridge. The FN FS2000 in 5.56. Did excellent, not surprising. Great group. The FN 249S. This one did pretty well, not surprised.
Hey, I'm not surprised.
The Norinco 86S. This one was a surprising one. It has a bad trigger and the sights aren't great, but it actually did really well. The DPM. And this one was super surprising. It did really well, despite the fact that it's super heavy. Pretty cool. The Madsen LMG in 7.62x51. This one is so heavy and awkward, it was a really tough one. The Desert Eagle 50AE. This one I was very nervous about. I had never tried to rapid fire it before. The results were about as you would expect. 4 out of 6 and very far apart. This is one that I would really like to try to get better, but it would be so expensive to practice. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you learned a lot. We learned that Desert Eagle recoil big, 50 BMG, easy to shoulder fire. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and X at Stgw. Consider becoming a member. I'm putting up a lot of members only content right now because YouTube won't monetize any of my videos, including possibly this one. So if these are my members watching, thank you, I appreciate you. From this fancy pond that we're sitting in, stay gold. Gone.
You want me to do it?
Yep.
Stay gold. Good. That's amazing. That's naughty.